Hey, Bog, you want to go fish Lanier? Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to Georgia, boys. Hammonds. Finally all rigged up, all ready to go. Jerk bait. This is that spot sticker swim bait or spinner bait, 3/4 ounce, because you want to go a little bit deeper. There's a lot more breaks. Got the Fritz side. I got a, let's see here, there's a Demiki rig on there with a shaky shed, S waver, of course, a little top water. Don't think we'll need that today. Seville swimmer, buzz bait. There's a little punching jig, Nichols punching jig down there in case we find some wood. And I think the highlight of what's going to happen today, and Tim kind of indicated it too, and it's a way that I like to fish, kind of like junk fishing, little Keitech, little spinny blade mega bass. I got a Ned and then I got a jig. Fishing shallow to deep, fishing brush, kind of fish moving up. Just playing around, dude. I love fishing this lake. It's absolutely beautiful, number one. Two, the water's really clear and fun. And spots blow my mind. Blow my mind. Get in there, Bog. Bog, you like spotted bass, Bog? I absolutely love spotted bass. I know lithiums are super expensive. I got these Battleborn batteries and I have an Everstart cranking battery. It was freezing this morning. But the one cool thing about these lithiums is literally, if you ever need to jump the boat, which is exactly what I did because my whatever. But even if it's like beginning of the day or like 12 hours into a long day of fishing, them jokers will literally jump your cranking battery. So now we can go fishing. Dashboard. Greatest part about spring, the spawn. Worst part about spring, the spawn. So here's the deal. It's freezing out. We're on beautiful Lake Lanier. Shout out to Tim and Hammonds because we're gonna be running a gambler free tournament. But it's freezing. These fish want to spawn. I guess they were spawning according to what Tim was kind of telling me. And the hardest part about spring is kind of figuring out where they're at. We had some water rise and like the water got dirty. But we're gonna do some fishing. Spotted bass out here and largemouth are absolutely fun, like stupid fun. They bite a bunch of baits, big baits, and the water's super clear. So if we can find some on beds, we're gonna be fishing here for like 3 or 4 days. I have no idea how this video is gonna be put together, if it's gonna be a compilation or what. Hopefully it won't be because we catch so many fish. But first thing we need to do is we're going to get on the graph. We're gonna figure out some water temperatures. Look, if it's like 16 above, 65 degrees, we're gonna know they're pretty much on the bank, just cruising around, stay shallow. If it's kind of in between there, we're gonna know there's probably still some fish offshore trying to like staging and moving up. And especially with this cold snap, 33 degrees this morning. It'll probably be the last day in spring like this kind of down here in the southeast. But all these factors come and kind of mash into your mind. You gotta use your electronics, use your fishing instincts, and your fishing rods, and your bog. Bog, are you a bass pointer? I really wish you were. You'd be better than like active target, bro. Use every tool you got, figure out kind of where they're at, and then capitalize on it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go catch some bass. Fish on. Big old spot. Popped it off that wood. And she come up and ate it, dude, in the back of her pocket. She's only got one hook though. Bog, are we gonna be able to get this one in? Look out, Bog, look out, look out. I'm on a boat flip. You gotta move. All right, look out, Bog. I don't want you to get hooked. Nice little 2.5 pounder. Dude, I had the Fritz side tied on, and I'm just like, why not just start throwing it like around some of this wood stuff? And it's nice 2-pound spot started off. I love this place. It is so cool. I changed colors though. I didn't have a red one on. I had just like a white. This is that honey shad, I think. But we're super skinny, dude. We're in like 3-4 feet of water in the back of a pocket. I'm gonna make another cast. Just kind of slow reeling a square bill. Very classic, you know, when you get these cold front conditions. Ooh, that felt good. Maybe there's a little lot of them back here all waiting to spawn, like they were up and they don't want to leave. So that's kind of an interesting way to start the day. So that was like a 2-pounder, you know, nothing giant, but pretty solid. But what's interesting is, look, we're in 2.4 feet of water. For Lanier, that's super skinny, you know, unless they're spawning. But you can see there, so there's a big tree that sticks out right there, super shallow. There's actually 2 stumps, and I think that's what that fish came off of right there. But this cold snap went through, but prior to that, it's been pretty warm, so a lot of these fish should be kind of up shallow cruising around. So that Fritz side, I liked it for like ultra shallow stuff, and literally I'm cranking like stumps and leaves. So like I hang the bait a lot, or I goo the bait up. But it's an interesting signal because I thought a lot of these fish would back off. As we idled around, we saw a lot of bait in 10 to 20 feet of water. So I think it's going to be one of those weird deals over the next few days where we're literally going to catch them in the dirt like this, but we're also going to catch them like off of big points or like on deeper brush, kind of staging up, because not all these fish spawn at the same time. But there's going to be a lot of things to do. Plus the other thing is, since the water came up quite a bit, the water's a bit tingy back here, which makes these fish a little more apt to, like, this is dead flat, to eat a crankbait or to eat a spinnerbait or maybe even a buzzbait if the water warms up. But that's a cool start to the day, and it definitely, you got to kind of log that information. All right, I caught one shallow, I got bit, I saw some interesting stuff, but I'm going to be open-minded because I think if there's one day on this trip where we can catch them deep still and like they'll be kind of stacked up a bit, it's today. So you're going to see a lot of different stuff today, I think. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's an example of a brush pile right there, and then there's some fish right next to it. It's a little clearer right there, but all we're doing is trying to pick those fish off of these little staging piles right off the bank. Little guy. It's all right, we marked a bunch down there, so it's a good start. Oh, a little bigger than I thought, dude. We're just on a point that goes into some pockets, and really it's some brush on it. So I figured, you know, these fish will use this to stage, or they'll have backed off to it. Just, he ain't that big, but I think there's quite a few. So this is why I think there's quite a few. Did you see those marks? They all kind of came up after that fish come up. There's another one. They're all down there. We might actually, you know, we're gonna try that Demiki rig. Damn it. Oh, little guy. Got him lined up, boys. I love this kind of fishing. It is so much fun. Dude, they eat up that swim bait on that little, I got a little 610 Halo KS2, and they just suck it up. It's so much fun. And when you get a big one, dude, it's craziness. Watch out, Bug. We got them lined up. We're gonna catch some more. They bring it off that ledge, and they go. It's a little bit better one. Not a giant by any means, but see how pretty they are on the water down there like that? Oh, that is so cool. He freaking ate it too, boy. Oh, he sucked it up. Look at how much he ate. Look how big. I don't want you to get a hook. I gotta be able to catch these fish on a Demiki rig, because they're coming up with each other. Just like this, you can see them. So I'll catch one, and then this is what will happen on my graph.
Boat takeover.
Boat takeover. Whoa, whoa, bro. Whoa. Tim knows. That's a pretty good one, dude.
Fun fish.
He's a little fatter than I thought. See, I bring Tim out for 5 minutes, dude, and he's like, oh, you know, just do this, grab that, you know, catch a fat spot. That's actually a little ball head with a little easy on it. Hammond's herring, of course, dude. So.
Sure. Some spotted bass candy right there, old boy.
Check that out. And I took my Demiki rig off, dude. You guys see them all? They're going crazy, dude.
Oh, this might be a decent one.
I got a net if you need it.
Doing whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Timmy. Let me get you a net.
No.
Oh, dude. Dude, that's a oh, Tim. Dude.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Come here, buddy.
Dude. That is a mondo spot, man.
Hey, bud.
So we picked up Tim from Hammond's, and you guys probably already saw the store walkthrough in that. He sold me a bait, pretty much. And he could not talk enough about it. What is Sweet Baits?
Sweet Bait, yep.
It is a Sweet Baits Swimbait. Hey, what do you describe these swim baits as? Like the Seville and stuff? Are they like they're not like...
It's just
it's
Just gonna
like
S through the water.
it's like an S swim bait. It's not a glide bait, but it's not I don't know. It's not like a jointed body. It is a jointed body, but the action is really what sets it apart. But how much does this thing weigh? About like an ounce or so?
About an ounce and a half.
So it weighs about an ounce and a half. It has that soft plastic, like fluke style tail, and it makes that like S-ing motion. And let's actually get up with Tim real quick, because I don't know how to throw it. I know how to throw a Sabilo kind of, but this is one thing I'm definitely like weak on, are these kinds of swim baits. So Tim, you were kind of hinting at it before, but what do I want to throw that on, just basic tackle wise?
Basic, anywhere from like a 7.3 to a 7.6 heavy is what I like to throw it on.
Okay.
You can throw it on a medium heavy, but it tends to load up better on a heavy. You want to have a little tip to it.
Okay.
That way when they eat it, you're not snatching it from them. So I'm not throwing it on a flipping stick, but we're throwing it on, a nice loose tip, with a nice backbone, and it's really just chunk and retrieve.
What's the line size about? Like, what do you recommend starting
15
off?
to 20.
15 to 20?
If I'm trying to keep it up over brush and stuff, I like to throw it on mono, just big game, because you get it back.
Yeah.
I will throw it on fluoro if I have to.
So we're kind of back in a pocket, and you were telling me a little bit about this, but if we were to kind of identify some targets where you'd throw it, what would you pick out back here to throw that thing over?
The Sweet Bait?
Yeah.
I'm going to be flipping it down the side of docks if I'm back here.
So like kind of down that shade line
down
right
the shade
there.
line.
And
on
then
a bright day like this, right down the shade line.
And then
So the
over
fish underneath us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Bass.
What's up, buddy?
But so would you even throw it almost like, I kind of talked about like a buzz bait or a square bait or a wake bait even.
So when the wind's blowing, you're gonna have to have wind for that thing to work up shallow, because it's a big bait.
It's a big bait,
It's
yeah.
a big bait.
Especially with how clear the water is.
Exactly. So you want some wind when you're throwing that, and we're gonna do that in a little bit out here on the main lake.
I'm very
You're gonna
excited
do
about that.
it. So it's happening.
In the
So
end,
for back here, you're gonna be doing it more down the center of pockets, and then flipping down the side of docks and inside boat slips.
and
stuff.
is it stupid fishing? It's cast and reel or
It's
pitch
cast
and
and
reel?
It doesn't get any easier.
You don't
work.
need to, no rod English, no rod tip. You
No.
just,
Now, if you're trying to keep it up, put your rod tip up. If you're trying to keep it down, put your rod tip down.
Wow, that's
Sometimes when I'm trying to
mind-blowing.
tick the brush with it, I'm going to stick my rod down in the water and reel it,
oh, okay.
and that just helps, keep it down.
And hook
Because
set it's crankbait style, like they'll suck it in and you just kind of pull
that's
back
it.
kind of thing.
Ease into it. They'll never snatch. You snatch, you lose them. It's treble hooks, bro.
All right, you guys got to see this. I just tied on that Sweet Baits, and I'm gonna have Tim kind of demo it, dude. This thing moves unbelievably.
So you keep that rod tip up, and it just...
You just
you can
reel
wake it.
rod tip up, and you can wait. You guys probably can't see it perfect, but you'll see it as it comes in. It's super responsive, dude. Like, look at how that thing moves. That is crazy. Look at it, dude. That is. Here, can you run it next to the boat real quick? Just kind of watch this thing go, guys. Like, that is bad to the bone, dude.
That's that cold front that can come through. We'll be smashing on that Sweet Bait right now.
Really? Oh, I got it! Dude, that was the coolest thing! Fuck, you gotta look out there. Dude,
That was cool. Even the little guy did.
dude! Look at that, Buck, look at. Oh, so we caught one on the Sweet Baits. Here, why don't you come over up front? Yeah. This guy's gonna be a minute. I just don't want to get my bait and I don't want to get Buck. Guys, we caught one on the Sweet Bait. This fish, I saw it like a foot and a half behind, right next to the boat. Chill. Buck, stop. I don't want to do that. He already got a taste of the bad juju medicine. Dude, not a big one, but let me tell you, that was one cool bite. Dude, take my money, baby. I'm gonna go buy another one. Holy shit.
Once you buy one, you need to get the junior.
A smaller one? Alright.
That way you have a big one and a small one, because if you get on that smaller bait, it's always nice to have that junior.
Yeah, you get a few more bites and whatever. Alright, Tim's gonna ditch us because his wife's calling. Yeah. That's weak, bro. Weak. But he showed us some tips and stuff. He caught the biggest one thus far. We're gonna head back out and try to catch a few more big ones. But if you guys are ever near Lanier and you want to either get some tackle or like know kind of what's going on, fishing report, and find out what baits are working, what's happening on the lake, this is the guy you want to talk to. Where at?
Give me a call, Hammond's Fishing.
Hammond's Fishing.
Yes,
You can
sir.
find him online, get everything online. You can get my Sweet Bait online.
Yeah, you
But
got
Tim, thanks for all the tips, dude.
Right.
We're gonna go try to implement
fun
them.
today.
But yeah, enjoy the
That's
time with your
fine.
wife, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Later, dude. That might be a bigger one. I can't tell. He's staying down. He's staying way down. Ball, that might be a big one. Look out, dude. Fish come. Nope. Okay. I don't know if this one's just angry or if it's big. It's so hard to tell with these spots because they are an angry creature. Stay out of my trolling motor. Oh, that's a good one. I marked him in a tree down there. Ah, nice. That's 2.5 pounder, dude. 3 pounder. Look at that guy. I marked him in a treetop down there. We got to get right back in there. But dude, talk about, like, that was awesome. That's gonna be a wrap on today's video. Not the most epic day, but kind of what I expected. You know, literally it dropped like 25, 30 degrees over a 24-hour period, and that's kind of what happens. High bluebird skies are usually pretty good for spots though, but I think what's gonna be really cool, stay tuned for the next videos, because I think what we're gonna see is that progression from literally these staging fish kind of out in like 25, 10, 15, and they are gonna scooch in the next few days. We got, I think, 2 more days to fish. Got to run a tournament tomorrow. If you guys are ever in the mood or local to a Gambler Free tournament, come on out. I help to run them in that. So we'll be at the Gambler Free tournament at Lanier. I think they're going to smash them. Like literally tomorrow, the next day is going to be the deal. There are fish that are literally gonna go from 30 feet to 3 feet and be spawning. But I got to learn a real cool technique today with that swim bait, that Sweet Baits. This guy right here. Very expensive, but very, very cool. And the bite is absolutely addictive. But we got to leave these guys, which is going to make me extremely sad. But we'll be back for more. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you don't do it for me, do it for Bogacorn. Oh, it's a Bogacorn. You want to go to Subway, bro? Yeah, let's go to Subway. You want a sub? Yeah, yes he does. Thank you guys for supporting these videos though. If you got any questions about the baits or anything, I'll put links to everything down in the description box, and definitely stop by Handmade's. Tim is an absolute stick. He'll always throw you an honest, straight up fishing report, and he has a ton of stuff, like all the fun, like kind of niche stuff, which is the stuff that I dig. Thank you guys for watching though. We are out till we see you next time back from Lake Lanier.